now 4 new names will go into the spot on the trophy reserved for 1998. Didier Taze, who qualified the car on the outside of the front row. Harry Lyondike, the 2-time Indy 500 champion. Mauro Baldi, who did much of the driving to develop the Ferrari 333 SP. And of course this man, Giampiero Moretti.
And there's no problem with the number of Rolex watches. They said there would be 4 watches available. Some teams with 5 drivers would have had to fight over them, but it's worked out perfectly here for Moretti and company.
Well, it's a little bit ironic because Momo actually have their own line of watches, and that's what Giampiero wears. I saw as he was getting dressed and ready to get in, I could see his watch on his wrist, and I recognized it as a Momo watch. So I wonder if he'll wear one on each wrist.
How long has Giampiero Moretti been doing this? Before this race began yesterday morning, there was a brief high-speed run for a couple of dozen classic race cars known as the Rolex Legends of Daytona. And one of those cars was one of Giampiero Moretti's old Rolex 24 race cars. He'll be 58 years of age next month, and this is a day he will remember for the remainder of his life. Now, earlier we said that the 97 car in the GT2 class would have to make a quick pit stop for fuel. That stop has now been made, and they remain the race leaders, maintaining a gap of about a lap over the second place 04 Porsche. Here's that the BMW will win GT3. And the Porsche 911 GT1 will win that class. But our story today really is all about Giampiero Moretti. A wave to each car as he passes it in turn. I imagine he's getting a wave back. Being very conservative, 99 miles an hour in average speed. That car was qualified on the outside of the front row at about 127 miles an hour.
Actually, Bob, I think he's waving to his pit board guy, who is down near the kink there. I believe that's who he's putting a wave out to.
Well, the fans are lining up along the fences. He could be waving at just about anybody.
Yeah, they are really lined up here, and we've heard it as a record crowd. Daytona reported a record crowd. And it's not surprising. I went out last night and made my way around the infield, and there was just a phenomenal number of people, and the atmosphere was just fantastic.
Less than 4.5 minutes to history for Giampiero Moretti. It is really a remarkable engineering achievement to get a car, particularly the engine, to last for 24 hours, given the rigors of this 3.5-mile racetrack. But they have finally done it. To Bill Weber.
Well, Harry Lyondike has an Indy 500 title, a couple of them, in fact, and now a Rolex 24 title. That's a pretty prestigious club.
Well, that's why I was really thrilled to hook up with Moretti's team, Didier Taze, who also lives in Scottsdale, where I live. We're friends, and he helped me get the ride, and it's great. I mean, I was here in '86 and finished second, and I always, figured I want to win this race so bad, because it's one of those American classics that you like to have won, and we pulled it off. You need a little luck, but that's what it takes in this kind of race.
Enjoy it. White flag coming out.
About 3 minutes and 15 seconds remaining. We expect the white flag next time by. 1 lap to go for Giampiero Moretti and Ferrari.
And you saw those Ferrari flags. The fans are up over the fences with the Ferrari flags waving to Moretti.
We could be at Monza or Imola.
No, they'd be over the fence. That's the difference there.
Falling off the trees. Oh, my. It is a legend around the world, the most famous mark in motorsports. With all due credit to Porsche, to Ford, and all the other great brands, to Jaguar and Mercedes-Benz, the name that everyone recognizes in connection with motorsports is Ferrari. Just this past year, the priest in Maranello, who developed the tradition of ringing the church bells every time a Ferrari won, passed away. Perhaps those church bells will ring again. Coming up on 8 o'clock in the evening, make it 7 o'clock in the evening in Italy. There's a Ferrari flag, a Tifosi.
And they are everywhere. Wherever you go, you will find Ferrari fans.
Absolutely. We could be in Japan or Australia, Canada, South America. Everyone knows Ferrari. Dan Greenwood, the president of the U.S. Road Racing Championship, waves the white flag over the number 30 Momo Duran Racing Ferrari. And look at the Porsches lining up, preparing for those all-important pictures. The number 23 car and 2 of the GT1 machines, the 01, the 00.
I hate to break it to the Porsche guys, but a bulk of the pictures are going to be for these guys.
There's Mauro Baldi on the left. Didier Taze on the end of the line with the sunglasses. So Porsche will pick up some milestone wins. They will come in the GT categories. Overall victory will go to Ferrari, and the team is lining up just outside the left turn into victory lane here at Daytona to welcome Gianpiero Moretti home. What a moment for them. What will happen to this race car? Go into Gianpiero Moretti's personal museum? Will it go back to the factory to be displayed with pride?
Look at all the teams lining the pit lane. They've all come out here. This says a lot about Moretti. Look at them. Technically, that's illegal. They can't be out there.
But they're not working on anybody's car.
Okay.
But they don't care.
Officer Mulkey.
No, they don't care. It just says so much about Moretti and about the Momo team.
Oh, absolutely. There will be a lot of moist eyes in victory lane. This man has worked so hard for this. The car belongs with those taken to championships by the likes of Jody Scheckter and the great sports cars that have won at racetracks around the world. And this is a special moment for race fans everywhere as the Ferrari and Gianpiero Moretti complete a lifelong odyssey and win the Rolex 24 at Daytona. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a tear or two behind that visor. There's certainly a few on pit road. Harry Lyondike, Didier Taze, and Mauro Baldi down there among the crew. And what has been a very special weekend here at Daytona. What a way to kick off Speed Weeks 1998. While Moretti just about waves his arm off to the Tifosi gathered here at Daytona, we'll head for victory lane to await the arrival of the winning Ferrari. Back live at Daytona International Speedway, riding along with Gianpiero Moretti as the prancing horse has ruled supreme in the Rolex 24. Slowing down to enjoy this moment in the chicane on the backstretch. Followed by a phalanx of Porsches. Winners in the GT1 category and the GT2 class. The It's one of the great little intramural competitions in endurance racing, is to get into the photographs being taken of the race winner.
Well, and I think that for Moretti, this is just so special, and I'm sure he wants this lap to never end.
Absolutely.